Hi students, I want to discuss writing an essay for your final project. I have had a few of you ask me how this should be organized, how many paragraphs and things like that. So this video will briefly explain how you should write an essay if this is what you choose to do for your final project. So an essay is probably the simplest way. It's very straightforward. Pretty much each part of the instructions is going to be its own paragraph if you write an essay. So that will be a total of 6 paragraphs. So let's take a look at these instructions. Here, right? Is the reflection prompt. Prompt, remember that word just means the directions or instructions for your writing. So here is your first paragraph. It's going to be a brief introduction. Okay, it will look a little bit different than the introductions you're used to writing for the other papers. And so you're just going to briefly summarize your main ideas, tell me what this paper is going to be about in your introduction. And then you're going to have 4 body paragraphs. So your first body paragraph will be about Reina Grande and her growth. The second body paragraph, you will be writing about your own growth from the beginning of AMLA 80 to the end. And then your third body paragraph, you're going to be talking about your growth in your knowledge of the subject of this class. This class was about immigrants and immigration. What have you learned? What have you learned about yourself? What are some new realizations you have? What have you learned about our world and immigrants in the world and new ways you look at our world? So your growth in your knowledge of our subject. The fourth body paragraph will be your advice. So your suggestion to make this class better, and also advice for students who are going to take AMLA 80. What would you tell them to be successful in this class? And then at the end, you're going to give a brief conclusion. So again, it's going to be 6 paragraphs, right? An introduction, 4 body paragraphs, and then your conclusion.